double victory for the Colors Junkanoo group.
Plus, we'll take a closer look at the evolution of Junkanoo.
A number of Family Island students recognized for their academic achievements.
And in sports, Bahamas Bowl set to kick off.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Happy Friday, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis.
I'm Desmond Saunders. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Like my nephew said, it's Friday.
It's Friday evening. Boom, I love it. Yes, it's the end of the week, and I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend. I'm sure you are, Desmond, as well, right?
I'm going to try and get some sleep.
Let's see what's happening around town, though. The official results are in, and after the announcement of the Colors as the B Division's unofficial second-place winner of the Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade last week, a new official winner has been named. Diane Dorset has a story.
Cardboard, paper mache, wire, and styrofoam. The most basic elements used in the making of a Junkanoo costume. And it's these materials, or the lack thereof, that resulted in Colors now celebrating a double parade victory after initially placing second on Boxing Day. Group leader Chris Justilian immediately hearing that the other group did not meet all the necessary costume requirements. But this is not the first time that Colors protested a second-place finish.
Well, same as last year, we had a presence of a lot of cloth in the group that was declared the winner. And we sent in a protest, and nothing was really done about it. In fact, the president of the JCNP went on the air and said that that shouldn't have happened. And we were baffled if it was so obvious that that claim could be made publicly, that nothing could be done to correct the...
But after successfully protesting, they are now the official winners, winning the Boxing Day Parade with 80.78 points, a .07 lead over the Fancy Dancers. Justilian was not only upset with the results, but he's also not too pleased with the practice and preservation of Junkanoo.
What are we dealing with? This is a sad day for Junkanoo for us. And we're not fighting for the rights for Colors to come out on top. We're fighting for the rights for the next generation who want to get involved in our culture to do it as prescribed by the rules that we set. If we're going to deviate from those rules, send the memo out to everybody. So we all can grab our glitter sheet, we all could grab our prism pretty paper, and we could come in the shotgun in 2-3 days, produce a costume.
In the end, Colors also took top place in Best Choreography and Best Performance. Choreographed dancer Glendasia Ormsbury said after months of preparation, the win came as no surprise.
And I feel like it was a deserved win because we put a lot of months and hours into choreography. I can't say for other groups what they do, but our energy shows it on Bay Street and Shirley Street.
Colors has cemented their place in Junkanoo's history books once again and promised even greater things in the future. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorset.
Well, the Junkanoo we see today is not the Junkanoo that was always there or always existed. 70-year-old Junkanoo and avid historian Arlene Nash Ferguson, having rest since the age of 4, recalls simpler times on Bay Street.
It was not something that people from good families did. It was considered to be infra-dig, beneath one's dignity, and particularly for females. My lasting memories of that time, you have people walking past the house, and they are in fringed pants, and there's just the swish of the paper as they walk. And they would have their bells tied to their waists, and you just heard this clang, this periodic clang. The introduction of brass is a difference as well. The music makers brought brass to Bay Street as a line, as a section in the 1970s. Before that, it was the foghorn, it was the occasional bugle, but it wasn't the brass that we see today.
Nash Ferguson says there was a time when materials like newspapers and natural resources like spawns and shells, even cereal boxes, were used to construct costumes.
One of my major concerns, based on what I saw New Year's morning just gone, is the disappearing of the crepe paper. we are using more materials, a wider variety of materials, and I am very concerned that the art of fringing and pasting will be lost if we do not take deliberate steps to arrest. Change is not evolution. Because you change something doesn't necessarily mean it is for the better. And I think we have to sit down and decide which aspects, which components of Junkanoo are non-negotiable. What do we not want to change?
Her Excellency Leslie Miller Bryce, our ambassador for CARICOM, was impressed with the participation of young people at the recent Junkanoo parades. She noted that their participation indicates that Bahamian culture is very much alive.
Well, it says that our young people are definitely in tune. They should not be disregarded at all. They have their own understanding of what our culture is, and they also have a vision as to where they see our culture going. And so they look at it in a completely different way. I also enjoy coming to Junior Junkanoo, just seeing those young people, the energy, the passion, the love that they definitely have for our culture is definitely, they put it on display. And so we must not take our young people for granted. And I definitely think putting Junkanoo into our schools, oh my gosh, we can't go wrong with that. Just ensuring that we preserve and we keep our culture alive.
The Seabreeze Member of Parliament was also asked, with many Junkanoo traditionalists resisting change, how would Junkanoo innovate and evolve?
Those same group of young people that you and I just talked about, they're going to come up, they're going to crack some ceilings, they're going to kick down some doors, and they're going to make the changes. It's going to be up to them to do that.
What kind of timeline would you put to that?
Oh boy, I can't say what kind of timeline. But the generation that's coming up, they're definitely strong, they're powerful, and they know exactly what it is that they want.
Abuse of designated spaces for the physically challenged, still a daily frustration for the disabled. Deputy Chairman of the National Commission for Persons with Disability, Ken Rickwell, says over the coming months, his team will be ramping up efforts to address this issue, while the Persons with Disabilities Act states that all proprietors must ensure that their buildings have accessible parking spaces. Not being able to use it when needed is a vexing issue.
Just a reminder that if you don't have a disabled sticker, don't park in disabled spaces, because that is one of the things we face daily. People still don't, and even government officials, police, everybody, they don't have decals and they're parking in these spaces which are reserved for persons with disabilities, specifically those with mobility disabilities. So please respect the spaces. If you don't have a decal, don't park in those spaces. Leave it for those who really need it. We have some numbers on the table. We're hoping by the end of this fiscal year we would have the actual fine in place, what we are aiming for. But at this point, there's nothing in place. So right now, we're just playing on the sensitivity of the human heart and mind.
Now, while pleased over the progress stakeholders have made towards advancing the rights of the disabled, the Deputy Chairman believes more could be done for the inclusion of the physically challenged.
Since the passage of the Equal Opportunities Act back in 2014, this will be the 11th year. Within 2 years, all these spaces should have been compliant, but we do understand that it is expensive, and some cases it's not within reason for these spaces to become accessible. But it's a work in progress. We have our inspectorate who's working daily, inspecting different spaces, trying to see what is needed to make those spaces accessible. And for the most cases, the private sectors and even the government sector, they are doing what is necessary.
Like you said, they've been fighting for a very long time, and it's so good to see that they're now getting some respect from the community.
Yes. Well, still to come. Don't go anywhere. Live performances up next. Keep it close.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We love to brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one and the car say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
You're looking at a shot of A.F. Adderley School there in Yellow Elder.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We love to brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Good evening and welcome to your Friday Sports Update. I'm Swanson Gibson Jr. Topping tonight's Sportscast's Bahama Bowl news. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. tomorrow at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, with admission being free to all Bahamians. The game will also be streamed via ESPN2. A press conference occurred this morning as the respective coaches expressed their excitement ahead of the matchup.
It's wonderful exposure for both programs, and I'm sure ESPN has set that up very strategically to maximize the viewership for this game. So this is a great opportunity.
We are so excited about being here, representing Liberty, representing Conference USA, being here in the Bahamas. It's a great reward for a really solid season for us. God's been good to us, bringing us here, and we're excited about the opportunity to get to play. You know, we're the only bowl that's on at that time, and I've told our team how exciting that is, a chance to showcase our university, what we're about, and also represent, you know, our Conference USA. We know we got a great opponent in Buffalo. They've had a tremendous season. Coach Limbo has done a fantastic job. Should be a great game. Most importantly, what we're excited about is, you know, it gives us a chance to finish this season the right way and obviously build momentum as we're going into next season.
And that's been your Friday evening sports update. A check on weather is up next.
This breaking news just in. The Rundown with Clint Watson is heading to Washington, D.C. for Inauguration Day, and you don't want to miss it. Be there as The Rundown brings you all the sights and scenes of the presidential inauguration of number 47, Donald J. Trump. Advertisers, our DC promotional packages are competitively priced and now available to place your business on location and in the live show. Enjoy informative stories on DC politics, interviews with local politicos, and extraordinary Bahamians living in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia areas. The Rundown will bring it live and direct just for you. Call our ZNS sales department today at 502-3800 and book your package. We're off to Washington, D.C. because soon only the sun will cover the planet better. You know the rest.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs. Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the Sunshine Room.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news, and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
This is the Caribbean, a region known for its stunning beauty and vibrant culture, but also for being among the most vulnerable to the impacts of a changing climate. 2024 is predicted to be a year of climate extremes, a hyperactive Atlantic hurricane season, and early onset of an intense heat season.
When you combine humidity and heat, that is where our bodies get stressed very easily. That is not just human bodies, that is also most living beings, whether it's crops that farmers grow, livestock, whether that is the environment. Heat is becoming dangerous.
The impacts of climate change and climate variability on the Caribbean are becoming increasingly severe.
Basically, the entire Caribbean will be in its wet season until early August. And during that time, whereas in the Eastern Caribbean, you get more a progressive increase in the shower activity. In a regular year, this year it might be faster, it might be more intense, it might be more explosive showers. What we're seeing is 23 to 29 storms over the year as a whole. But for the second half of the hurricane season, is going to be a little bit more active than we're used to, with double the amount of storms that we usually get between September and November.
By staying up to date about climate information specific to your country, we can prepare and protect our communities, our livelihoods, and the environment.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care. With donors and partners, we're always here to turn compassion into action. Protecting life and health with our training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Number of Family Island students among the 140 recipients of the 2023-2024 Public School Scholars Program. The program, which is in its 10th year, relies heavily on support from university partners in the United States and Canada. Program Dr. Sophia Ann Roll says it has had some financial setbacks, but managed to weather the storms. During a ceremony today at the National Art Gallery, Dr. Roll touted the accomplishments of Family Island recipients.
Through stringent renegotiations and on-site visits, 27 strong and committed partner colleges and universities match or, in most cases, exceed the government scholarship package of between $10,000 and $15,000 per year for 2 to 4 years per scholar, something to be applauded. Statistically, Minister, we have 50% of the scholars hailing from the Family Island schools, with the majority coming from Grand Bahama, St. George's Senior High School, Jack Haywood Senior High School, and 8 Mile Rock Senior High School.
Awesome, great stuff. Education Minister, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin, says she's proud of the success of these public school students from across the country. She encouraged them to keep soaring.
You are trailblazers. You are exemplars. to the nation. Go forth in strength, because there was a time, and there is a time, when we knew that this could be the manifestation of every struggle, every pain, every blood, every bloodshed, every tear. We knew that this would be the manifestation.
Well, it's Entertainment Friday, and that means it's time to put on those dancing shoes and get into the mood for the weekend. But what better way to ring in the first 3 days of the new year than with some good gospel music? Joining us in studio to tell us more about his latest hit single, You Are My Hope, from his premiere EP Live in the Upper Room, is new gospel recording artist Antonio Thompson. Antonio, welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Thank you, LaDawn. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about how did you get into singing gospel music?
All my life, my father told me when I was a kid around the television, and then from there I progressed into choirs in primary school at Clyde Primary, and from there the Lord directed my steps to, in my 20s, towards Shabbat Ministries International and the leadership of Clint Watson, and that's where I really began my gospel career.
And I know this is your first single,
Yes.
You Are My Hope. Tell us a little bit more about it, and actually, will you be dropping a video soon?
Well, I will be dropping a video soon, hopefully prayerfully in March, for almost 4 years after our recording. But You Are My Hope is a single that was birthed when I was serving in a church ministry in Tennessee. And through a series of prayerful events, it just came out of me, this new song, You Are My Hope. And I believe this is the song that the nation needs and yet the world needs, which inspires and keeps people alive. Faith, hope, and love. So we have faith, hope, and love. Hope is in the middle of that. I believe this song is a song, along with other songs on the album, a collection of songs that will be an inspiration to people to make sure that they know that hope isn't lost in these times.
Have you been able to collaborate with other gospel artists?
I certainly have. I've collaborated with local and international artists. This project began in March of 2021, and it incorporated the use of people like Nicole Watson, who is a worship leader but now a senior pastor in my local assembly, and then other artists such as Avery Latrice Roll, who has since passed. And then other international artists such as one Trent Williams in Tampa, Florida. So it's been a collection of different artists from across the United States and even here in the Bahamas, working with various different producers, minstrels, musicians, and background vocalists who are all within the gospel music industry.
And what type of impact can you, or are you hoping your new single will have locally and abroad?
Well, the impact is just, I want the kingdom of God to be advanced, but more importantly, not just within the four-world spectrum. I would prefer that these songs, and my prayer is that these songs go to the ends of the earth as far as they can to inspire hope and to make people see that the Bahamas actually has talent. Yeah, we are great with our junk canoe. Yes, we are great with our theater. Yes, we are great with our other sort of creative exploits, but we also have great songwriters within the country. And so my ambition here is, my prayerful ambition is that these songs, these 5 to 6 songs, actually chart way across the waters, and that we could hear people in South Africa sing these songs. And I'm not looking for short-term goals. I'm looking for longevity. So my prayer is that as far as it can go, east to the west, north to the south, may bless people and bless their lives.
I see the Gospel Awards has taken off, and I see a number of budding gospel artists are coming up. What advice do you want to give to them as they embark on their journey in the music?
Oh my gosh, don't be discouraged, all right? Even if you are discouraged with where you are in this process with starting music, understand that, yes, your baby is precious. Get your baby out, birth it out. Whatever it takes, get it out. This project took me a good 5-year process, all right? And it still has legs to go. So my prayerful advice is, do not be discouraged. Finish it. What he started, he's faithful to complete.
And what can we expect from Antonio for the remainder of 2025? I know it just started, just in the 3rd day. But what can we expect?
Well, you can expect that this year I'm going to continue touring this music. And this album, it was released Friday, October the 4th last year. So you can expect that I'm going to do a live recording. I have a little thing coming up. I'll make some announcements online. But other than that, wherever the music allows me to go, even to this day, this was opportunity. I will take it as far as I can. It's now on the radios, playing on all of our gospel stations here throughout the country. I've heard that it's been playing some in certain channels online throughout the United States, and so I'm just excited.
Covering the news seems easy, but we put thought into what we're doing. The Bahamas Tonight Access Now, here to inform, educate, and entertain. A new type of newscast featuring social media trends, news from around the islands, interviews with the people you like, sports, weather, and fabulous entertainment. That's a Bahamas Tonight Access Now with Marcellus Hall and LaDon Davis. Live, starting September 16th.
Weather forecast, and once again dry conditions around the islands, but we do have a frontal system presently just around South Florida, and that's going to make its way into our area late tonight during the early morning hours, and that will usher in some cool temperatures starting tomorrow, and that will be followed by a second front on Tuesday morning, which will reinforce these cool temperatures for several days to come. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Live Business, where you're always protected during the worst storms. In the northwestern islands tonight, northwest winds 12 to 18 knots, the wave heights 3 to 6 feet. High tide, that will take place at 10:27, and small craft cautions are in effect for the northwest Bahamas. Now for the central and southeastern islands, northerly winds 10 to 15 knots, the wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. Saturday, for all areas, northerly flow 12 to 18 knots throughout the 700 islands with the wave heights around 3 to 6 feet, so we maintain those caution flags throughout the islands. Your high tide tomorrow, 10:46 in the morning with a low tide at 5:14 in the afternoon. And in the northwestern islands, those winds become easterly. 12 to 18 knots will be the speeds. The wave heights 3 to 6 feet. A high tide on Sunday, 11:36 in the morning with a low tide at 6:02 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands on Sunday, easterly winds increasing even further, 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for full weather forecast. LaDon and Desmond.
Thanks, Basil. I'm looking forward to a very cozy weekend, Desmond. I'm sure you're excited about that as well.
Loving the chilly weather.
And we heard earlier from Antonio Thompson, and right now he's going to give us a taste of his music, Desmond.
I'm sure everybody's in for a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Thompson.
Trust in you. My life belongs to you. You are my home. You are my home. Single barren one, it's time for you to bear. Sing and cry aloud. Many are God's promises, and they shall come to pass. Yes, they will. Keep holding on. Here's the word. Rejoice, O Judah. Shout for joy. My God is fighting for you. Oh, no weapon shall prosper, and you are not condemned. Could you raise a song with us in your home as we sing, Lord, I trust in you. Oh, here's why my life belongs to you, Father. Oh, you are my home. You are my home. Tell God I trust in you. Yes, I do. Oh, God, my life is in your hands. Yes, it is. Oh, you are my hope. You are my hope. Oh, Isaiah put it this way, he said, sing, O barren one, it's time for you to bear. Sing and cry aloud. Oh, many are God's promises, and they shall come to pass. Would you raise that anthem with us as we sing? Oh God, I trust in you. Yes. My life is in your hands. Yes, it is. In your hands. You are my hope. You are my hope. Raise your hands, sing, I trust in you. Oh, my life is in your hands, God. I trust in you. Oh, you are my hope. Oh, God, you see my tears, and you heard my prayers, and you have answered. You will answer. Oh, God, I'm thirsty for you. In everything I do, I trust in you. Raise it up. I trust in you. Yes, God. My life is in your hands. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You are my hope. 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 Yes, you are, God. You are my hope.
Such a melodious performance there by Antonio Thompson. How did you feel?
Oh, God is our hope. That's nothing else to feel. He's a sure foundation, and I'm excited to continue trusting in him. And that's our anthem with this song, to continue trusting in God and his word.
Great performance.
Yeah.
And it just sets the mood for the weekend.
Yes.
Great job.
Thank
Excellent.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, that's a wrap for us for tonight.
Yes, that's a wrap for us.
Another
It's
great,
Friday.
incredible weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to stay tuned to the Bahamas tonight at 11 with Royston Jones. Have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
At Harold One, I'm Ted Jervis, and this is ZNS.